champion. We here over the course of, I think, last weekend or whatever, or this current weekend, news was put out that Prez Mafia got a situation, and a video arose from the net and showed him laying on the ground. Honestly, from my take, I still don't know what happened. I also saw a video on Facebook of Prez explaining the situation, and he's saying nothing happened to him. He fell. I still don't know what happened, you know what I mean? So it's hard for me to speak on a situation with no real facts. Only facts that you can get are from Prez himself. So if nothing happened, I don't really see why we're here.
Yeah.
You know, in a sense, because, you know, there's no footage of him even being attacked. You see him with cops and stuff like that. So I think this is more for the next opponent to dig into, have a round for him again. That's about it for me. I mean, I
just want to start by saying they never want to see a situation where someone gets knocked out, learning from previous situations. It's just not good for people to go out and talk about it. And I see certain individuals posting it and doing all that. I don't think all that stuff is necessary. People making light of the situation before they even know what happened. You know, people are putting it out on social media and making it, you know, laughing and joking. And the sad part about it is, I think the way everybody's carrying themselves, everything's for social media now. No one keeps their life private anymore. You got beef with somebody, you go on social media, you talk about it. You got beef with this person. Back then, beef wasn't, you know, real beef wasn't for the internet. Yeah. You know what I mean? You didn't do that. You didn't. Who posted something when they already committed a crime? Committed crime. Who's posting that on the internet? When I see I'm gonna murder you, and then the guy end up being murdered. Next you know you in jail doing 30 years. And you wonder why you doing 30 to 60.
Gonna do it.
You know what I mean? So it's just,
did the detectives work for him?
So it makes no sense. But once again, I'm glad that Prez Mafia is okay. Yeah. He put a video out there. You know, he's doing the 1-2 as everybody does. His face is not bruised. He doesn't look like he got hit or whatever. According to him, he was chasing an individual. Then when he jumped the gate, he went to go jump the gate. Boom! He lost his footing and hit his head and basically knocked himself out. What I got to say, that's whiskey business, brother. Whiskey business. You know what I mean? I don't know if because I don't know if he was drinking or whatever. You know,
I feel like I wouldn't say. I think he was drinking probably.
You know, yeah. It's speculation. I know sometimes I get tore up and I be in whiskey business too. So I don't know if he went to go do the jump and thought and then he slipped and he busted his head open. But to me, I believe Prez Mafia side of the story. When I watched the video, he's very calm.
The fence is right there too.
The fence is there that he claimed. He's very calm. He's like, what? To be honest, let me tell you all the truth. I KO'd myself, and I believe the story. It's all lined up. And the guy that's recording, he's in front of the police and he's, yelling at Prez and he's cussing him out or whatever. And it doesn't make sense that somebody who just committed a crime or was with somebody that just assaulted the person would stick around while the police is there. So it kind of all tied into maybe he did this to himself. I didn't do anything to him. Therefore, I can yell in front of the police and do whatever I want because technically I haven't done anything wrong. It all leads into what Prez Mafia is saying. Now, if something was to come out and that wasn't the truth, so be it. But I'm going with Prez Mafia's side. I believe his story, and I'm glad he's okay. And I just think that people that are making, we know the story with him and stuff. They say, oh, that's what he get is karma. He's taking the pot. I understand all that, but you still never want to see someone get injured or someone get hurt. This world can be so cruel at times. Yeah. At the end of the day, you never know what an individual is going through as to why those things happen. So at the end of the day, glad he's okay. Salute to Prez Mafia. He's fine. He's not hurt. And I hope that situation doesn't escalate. I don't want to see them brothers get out there and shoot each other up because there's too much of that going on. Yeah. Way too much of that going on.
I want to say this, an interesting part he brought up, and I'm with it too. All this is getting a lot of press, but what about his battle? He battled that same night, I believe, or the day before.
Yeah, no one
and he probably did good, so
it
shows we care more about this than actual battle rap. That's true. Why I had the Stone Cold face. Like, I'd rather divulge into what's happening next, you know what I mean? There's a lot of topics to touch on, but guess we got to revert back to this. You got to report on this, I guess.
Absolutely, and I just deal with the facts. I'm not gonna speculate, and there's no speculation here. If had Prez never came out and said what happened, I would not be talking about what happened. Prez said this is verbatim. This is what he said happened. Yeah. So I'm going off what he said happened. Yeah. If something else happened, then hey, but I can go off what he said, and I can give you my take on it, and I kind of believe what he said. It kind of all lines up, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, and then this is the only footage we have to go off of. So if they're talking about full footage of someone actually doing something, why isn't it out there then? You know what I mean? So we can't speak on that.
Yeah.
All we got was him laying on the floor, and it lines up with his story. So it's just that simple.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to add to this topic.
No, I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah. With that being said, champion.